Hello, my lovelies. As you can tell, this setup is completely different. There's no fancy camera, no fancy lights, no backdrop, and I'm sitting in my bed in my boyfriend's hoodie with hair that hasn't been washed in 2 days and no makeup on. I promised you guys that I would make a video about anxiety, but I'm deciding to make a video about mental illness in general. I personally suffer with, a laundry list of issues between depression, PTSD, anxiety, and now bipolar disorder. Explains a lot. But I know what it's like to have those little voices in your head telling you that you're worthless and you're not good enough and it doesn't matter what you do, nothing's going to change, I know what it's like to suffer and to feel like you're never going to get better. I've gone to therapy since I was 13 years old. I'm almost 22, and I still go regularly. They normally want to feed you medication, and I personally, for myself, I don't believe in that because I've been on medication and I don't like the person that I am, but it helps a lot of people. Therapy helped me just talking to someone and complaining and just getting everything out and being allowed to be angry and sad and upset and disappointed and to get all those nasty feelings out in a place where they'll just disappear. They won't fester anymore. You won't feel them anymore. You get everything off your chest. Thankfully and luckily, I found a therapist that I trusted and I enjoyed. It took me probably half a dozen people, half a dozen therapists until I found her. And I almost gave up, but I kept trying, and that last try, I found someone that I loved. Unfortunately, I can't go to her anymore because of my insurance, so if you have any good therapists, send them my way, which sucks. But anyway, I don't plan on editing this video, mostly because I just want it to be real. And I want it to be raw, and I don't want it to be, this pretty little vanity video talking about anxiety, talking about depression. This is me. This is who I am 90% of the time. I have a bun, no makeup on, and probably Cody's clothes on. Like, I don't skate. This is Thrasher. Like, what? Whatever. There's days where you just want to hermit, and that's my day today. I don't want to leave the house. I don't want to do anything. I don't really want to talk to anyone. I don't want to, I just don't want to exist today. And that doesn't mean I want to die. That doesn't mean, I want to kill myself. It just means I just don't want to exist for a minute. I just want to pause. Because everything feels so extremely overwhelming, and there's so many things to be done, and I don't know where to start. And I feel like a lot of you know exactly the feeling that I'm talking about. There's really not that much to do. There's plenty of time. But because you have, 5-6 things to do or 5-6 errands to run, it feels like you're just being sucked into a freaking hurricane. And you're just suffocating. It can get better. When I was diagnosed with PTSD, I was 18. And it was to the point where I was going to kill myself. I just couldn't handle it anymore. I was in an extremely abusive relationship that really messed my head up. It was abusive both physically and mentally, psychologically. I mean, it was hell for me. And I stayed with that person for a very long time. It was to the point where I ended up in the hospital twice. I had a bruised rib cage, I had busted lips, I had bruises all over me. And now when someone punches something or someone yells at me, instant panic attack. I either completely shut down and go silent and just cry, just tears falling down my face, or I hyperventilate and I hysterically cry and I freak out. It's gotten better, though. Back then, 4 years ago, I was in a place that was so dark. But I'm not in that place anymore. I feel like I'm getting better. My panic attacks aren't as regular. I only have 2 to maybe 4 a day now. When I was up in double digits every day, my body was exhausted all the time. If you ever had a panic attack, I'm sure you know exactly the feeling that I'm talking about, where you just feel absolutely depleted when it's over. I felt like that all the time, but I don't now. And I'm with someone that treats me like gold, that takes care of me, that understands my mental illness and understands my disorders and accepts them willingly. And, it might sound kind of screwed up, but loves those things about me. He loves my mental illness because it's a part of me. I don't think that, anxiety, depression, PTSD are things you can ever really get rid of completely. They're always going to be in the back of your mind. You can be happy, though. You can feel okay. And I'm not going to say you can feel normal because, what the hell is normal anyway? Who knows? But you can feel okay. That is so annoying. And you can be happy. And you can love life and enjoy things again. I mean, I'm sitting here and Mama Kay gave me this backpack that I've been working on, and I don't even want to do it. I have no interest in doing the things that I love to do. I have no interest in doing anything at all. And that's just a bad mental health day. And it's okay to have those. I used to think that it was the end of the world when I felt like this, when I was just so exhausted and tired and I just didn't want to exist. But actually, Cody was the one that sat me down and really got it in my head that it is okay to take a day off. It is okay to take a break. It is okay to detach yourself from people for a day or for a few hours. You need to focus on yourself and what feels good for you and what you think will make you feel better. And taking a day off, normally makes you feel a little better, Cody has been a key part in helping me get better. But you don't need a significant other to tell you that you're enough, that you matter. I know a lot of you that are watching this personally, and I know for a fact that you matter, and your thoughts and your ideas and your opinions are valid. And that little voice in the back of your head that's telling you all those nasty things, that's making you feel like you're not good enough, is lying. And even the people I don't know personally that watch this video, I know you matter because we all matter. And we are all enough. You are enough. I didn't hear someone say that and mean it until I met Cody. I'm getting better. You know, I was just recently diagnosed with bipolar disorder, and that sucks, but it explains a lot. I have episodes of mania. You know, bipolar disorder is manic depressive. Um, and it explains a lot of my behaviors. And that's being treated too. And I know that's going to get better because for once in my life, I believe in myself. And I want everyone to believe in themselves too, you know, because I know what it feels like to just want to die and to just want to not exist anymore. Just make everything stop, pause, freeze, just for a moment, because everything is just either awful or overwhelming, or, you know, you're panicking. I've been there so many times, and I've been in the darkest depths of mental illness where I feel like I'm drowning and I'm looking around at everyone breathing and I don't understand how they're doing it. But I'm at a point where I don't feel like I'm drowning anymore. Yeah, I'm treading a little water and, you know, there's a little water in my boat, but I'm not drowning. You know, I'm staying afloat. And it took me so long to get here. But I did it. No matter how long it took, I did it. And that's what matters. And if you are struggling, if you're scared, if you're anxious, if you're panicking, it's okay. You're allowed to be scared and you're allowed to panic and you're allowed, you know, to feel those nasty feelings, but then get rid of them and move on and just keep moving forward. And I promise there's a light at the end of the tunnel, because for years, I didn't believe there was. And I just didn't want to be here anymore. But everything does actually get better. And life has meaning and purpose. And, you know, I never thought that I would find someone that would want to marry me, you know, me of all people. Someone that would want to have children with me and spend the rest of their life with me. I never thought I was good enough for that. But guess what? I am. I mean, he got me a promise ring the other day. I never expected that from anyone because I thought I wasn't good enough. But I am. And I know you are too. I guess that's it. If you're struggling, don't hesitate to message me on Facebook, to text me if you have my number, to comment down below and I can, I don't know, message you, whatever. There's always someone available to talk, whether it's me or online therapy or your friends or your family. There's always someone there. Use those tools. Climb that ladder. And I promise that life will be absolutely wonderful and fulfilling again. You'll be happy again. You know, it gets better. Even if it's not the best, it's still better. I guess that's it, babes. Sorry that I'm an emotional mess.